this is Ashley with What's Up Under That. So, originally, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Originally, I wasn't going to do a coffee and card pull for this Wednesday because it's Valentine's Day, you know? But I figured, you know what? I'm going to give y'all something. I'm going to give y'all something to work with, you know, of course, everybody. Okay, excuse me. Per usual, my son came in. But I think for this reading, our focus is going to be, you know, on the singles. You know, what is coming for you? What does Spirit want you to focus on right now, or just in general, you know, what is the energy for this moment? And then I'm going to go ahead too and pull some affirmation cards. So we're going to see, Spirit, what is in line here for the singles? So the first card that came out is Infinite. Oof, as soon as I heard that, Spirit is like, you have to release this all men are the same and there are no good men left mindset. Because you gotta think, if you are like mentally convincing yourself that there ain't no good men out there, you know, the dating pool is trash, you know, you gonna feel like the only option that you have left is shitty men. And you know, sometimes as women and men, we have this, what's the word I'm looking for? We have this mindset of, oh, I can fix him, or I can fix her, or I can do this, or I can do that. And Spirit is just like, you need to broaden your horizons. You really need to open things up and change your perspective. Like, you can't be out here saying like, I am abundant, I am this and I am that, but your brain automatically equates abundance to money. So it's like, you don't feel like you feel like you're abundant in the things, like the material things you want, but you don't feel like you're abundant in love. But also too, realizing the love that is around you. You know, do you have friends that love you? Do you have family that love you? And this is not so much to say that those things have to replace actual love, but it's really just being in a space of showing gratitude for those that are around you. Like, you know, if you've been single for a while, when is the last time, you know, that you got a Valentine's Day card for your mom or even your dad? When is the last time you got a Valentine's Day card for your friend? Shit, when is the last time you got a Valentine's Day card and flowers for yourself? Like, literally for yourself. And like I said, this is not to replace the love that you want to manifest, but also you have to really make sure your mind is aligned with the things that it is that you want. But there's also a part in you telling yourself you don't deserve it. Why do you feel like, and I say don't deserve it because why is it that you feel like you don't deserve these things? So you have to convince yourself the only thing that's available is shitty men just because you see everybody else happy. Like, girl, boy, whatever, she, her, him, he, they, them. What makes you think that God left you out? What if he get in your person right now and you like, oh, there ain't no good men left, and he like, oh shit, go ahead and stop doing your shadow work, stop healing your wounds from past relationship because shorty just said ain't no good men left out here. So player, you can you can go ahead and sit back down. And then next thing you know, you sitting here looking crazy. A whole year go by again and you don't have a Valentine. So, sis, sir, switch your mindset. Switch your mindset. Alright, so we're going to see what's... Ooh, that was quick. Radical expansion. Spirit said, I feel like it's a whole lot of expansion. And hold on, y'all. I got to look this up because whenever I see the word radical, I can never like actually means what that is. Some people, I hear people say they're a radical thinker. Okay, so they think differently. So really, okay, I'm not trying to be one of those, but the recording stopped and Spirit paused it at exactly, I shit y'all not. I wish I could show you guys a picture. The podcast paused at exactly 4:44. So spirit is just like, if you want different, you have to think differently and stop overthinking. Oh, what if people think this and what if people think that? Shit. Just like how some people say, imagine you out here messing with a girl or messing with a dude and your soulmate is literally somebody of the same sex. Be open to receiving love in places and from people that you wouldn't have expected. Like, the biggest thing here really is, spirit is like, you need to change the way that it is that you perceive love. Like, that is the biggest thing here. You have to change the way that it is that you perceive love. You have to look at it from an unorthodox standpoint. Like, you can't do what everybody else does. You can't keep saying I'm different, I'm original, and I'm this and I'm that, and you think you're gonna meet love in the same way everybody else does. What fun would that be, telling your grandchildren, oh, I met him at the grocery store, oh, we were out partying and I met him there? Like, nah, you gotta tell your grandchildren, like, yeah, I flew to Spain. Like, one day something just told me, book a ticket to Spain, and I had just lost my job, so I didn't have anything else to do, so I booked a ticket to Spain. And then boom, next thing you know, you find the love of your life. Like, do you not know how different, how radical, how unorthodox that would be to tell your grandchildren or tell your children, this is how I met your mother? Like, come on now. Now, I feel like I'm gonna keep this short. Because spirit is just like, change your thoughts and change the way, change your thoughts and everything else will shift. And the next card here is Violet Flame. Now, for this card, I'm gonna read the guidebook. Because I feel guided to. And I've been using this guidebook for this deck a lot lately. Because y'all know I don't really keep guidebooks because I generally don't need them. But this deck can get finicky sometimes. I'm going to read the whole thing. So if there's anything in here that I'm saying, you can be like, okay, yeah, that resonates. So the Violet Flame, it says your psychic toolkit, recentering your practices, deepening your energetic awareness, clearing your aura, healthy energetic boundaries, protection, removing trauma from your field, maintaining a high vibration, rebalancing after times of raised frequency. As we deepen our spiritual path, step out of illusory, I think that's how it's pronounced, constructs, and become self-realized, empowered beings. Life may present us with more opportunities to grow than before. When we explore our innate healing ability, we may experience our expanding consciousness as deeply blissful and illuminating. Our glimpses of higher awareness can be followed by periods of intensity as we return to normal. These uncomfortable experiences are shadow elements, unaligned with the higher vibration, dropping away so we can maintain our new frequency. Your sensitivity will be heightening, so it may be harder to spend time in places with frantic activity. Remember how I told y'all, the person you're looking for may not be in the spaces that you think that they are. You may feel disoriented, have emotional ups and downs, and even physical symptoms. Daily practices for recentering will allow you to drop into yourself and be present and still, away from busy mind chatter and distractions. There are many ways to meditate, so experiment and find what works for you. There's no way to do it wrong. Yoga, qigong, painting, or walking are just a few examples. We can learn to protect and maintain the energy we cultivate in ourselves, not from fear, but through a healthy awareness of what is ours and what is the energy of others. As we expand our consciousness, our empathy may increase. Maintaining energetic sovereignty will allow for heartfelt exchanges with healthy boundaries. Now, I just heard something when I read that, and it's just going back to, you have to know what energy is yours and what energy is another person. Like, especially if you've been single for a while, you have been in your own energy for a long time. And if you are not grounded, if you are not certain in what energy is yours, like, say you're dating somebody, you guys end up dating for like a whole year, and you notice some shifts within your mood and your energy, you will never fully know if that energy is yours and yours alone if you are not aware of yourself. But also what I'm hearing here too is some of you, when it comes to relationships, like intimate relationships, you have to be okay with having uncomfortable conversations. People are not going to know or understand your boundaries if you don't communicate them. And this is like you've been in a space so long where you haven't had to explain anything to anybody. And now this is something that's being reintroduced to you, but it is allowing for you to use your toolbox. Release yourself from the mindset of everybody needs to know what it is that I'm thinking. I shouldn't have to explain myself. That is a very ignorant way to think, having this I shouldn't have to explain myself mindset to people. More so when it's people that you care about. If it's people you care about, they deserve to know. No matter how much you try to tell them, you don't, because all you're really doing is sabotaging yourself. You are not, it's like you have all these tools you've acquired from being single, but now you're just like, oh, I don't want to use them because, it feels like it's too much work, when really, and the thing I've been hearing this last couple weeks is God is giving you the opportunity to show you are who you say you are. And you were so proud when you were awarded those tools. Okay, now show God that you're exactly the person that you want to be by using these tools that it is that he gave you. Next, just as we keep our body fit and healthy, it's good to ensure our energy field is free from anything that no longer serves us. We all experience some level of trauma as we go through life. The effects can stay in our aura, and if unaddressed, may influence our physical or emotional well-being. There are many ways to clear your energy field. See an energetic healer or learning clearing methods you can do yourself. Can be so helpful when you feel dense, heavy, triggered, sluggish, or down. Being able to kickstart a positive vibration so you can regain perspective can be the key to flowing through situations that seemed overwhelming or unsurmountable. Work with the violet flame to transmute anything that is not for your highest good into love. The flame is simple to visualize and a powerful tool that can be used by anyone. Now, the divinatory meaning of this is, consider your psychic tool belt. Do you have a range of accessible go-to practices for recentering, cleansing your aura, and protecting your energy? An exercise routine for psychic fitness will keep your aura strong and resilient, your energy sovereign, and your vibration high. Maintaining clear and vibrant energy will also help you see through illusions that may be blocking or disorienting you. Bring the violet flame into your meditation and self-care practices for graceful rebalance after heightened energy levels. And it's crazy. As I close that out, the card at the bottom of the deck is communication, co-creation. So I feel like too, even surrounding yourself with different crowds when it comes to love, and asking these people, people that were single for long periods of time, how did you maintain yourself? What were some things that it is that you did that you feel essentially prepared you and now have become a vital resource with you being in a relationship? Because so long we ask people, how do you make a relationship work with this other person? But we often lose ourselves and we never ask, how did you maintain your own autonomy in a relationship? How did you maintain your sense of self? And that's a big question I feel like more people can ask, is how did you not lose yourself in this situation? So lastly here, we're going to close this reading out with asking Spirit, what are some affirmations that we can implement? And feel free to fine tune this, change this, tweak it to your liking, or completely toss it. If it doesn't resonate, leave it. If it does, take it with you and add it to your toolbox. So we're going to see here what Spirit, the first card is, I accept what is in front of me and release what's not good for me. So the biggest thing here, and it's the color purple, it's like a deep purple. What is it, Lord? I was looking at another card to see like the colors and stuff. What habits are you holding on to? What habits are you holding on to when it comes to who you are as a person or who you are when it comes to love. Because I told y'all the biggest thing it feels like this reading is about is your mindset. Like your mindset is really what it is that's keeping you hindered from having the things that you want. The next card, heart chakra card, it says, I am open and available to receive and reciprocate love in all areas of my life. Baby, if that ain't on point with what I'm talking about, I don't know what is. Like that's literally that was the whole beginning of the reading. Now let's do one more card here and see what Spirit has to say. What affirmation does Spirit want us to close out with for the singles for Valentine's Day? And it's a yellow card, solar plexus. I am confident in my abilities. And I'll pull one more card. I feel guided to pull one more card too for you guys. Let's see. What additional affirmation do we have for Spirit? What does Spirit have for us? And the red card, root chakra, my actions support my desire for stability. So I don't know about y'all, but that last card is really, it's giving me the energy of I align myself with the things that it is that I want, and I'm not afraid to ask for it. And the crazy thing is I lay that in radical expansion. You know, you may see everybody else, working and hustling and bustling, and you're like, I don't want that. Like, I don't want to be a stay-at-home wife, but I want a man that has no issue monetarily taking care of me. And we see that a lot on social media, but it's not often that we may hear about that in real life. Do not shame yourself for wanting something that is not the societal norm. How you expand yourself when it comes to love is to suit you, and it's not to suit anybody else. Do what it is that works for you and what makes you happy. And as long as you're not hurting nobody, and you're not hurting or cheating out the person that it is that you're with or that you're romantically dealing with, shit, so what? Just always make sure you communicate your boundaries, you communicate your wants and your needs, so on and so forth. And because I couldn't end it just on that note, the card at the bottom of the deck is I speak with peace and purity. I ain't gonna explain that because that's just for somebody in general. Okay, so that is the Valentine's Day reading for my singles. Let me know if it resonates, and also as far as like the whole energy clearing for the women, and I guess for the women too, for the men too, because even if you guys don't have a womb, you still may have romantic ties to women that are in your sacral energy field, which is known for a woman as a womb. I have a womb Reiki available on my link tree. I was going to say my website, but it's on my link tree. I will post that in the description of this. And yeah, give it a try. If you feel guided, go ahead and purchase it and let me know how it makes you feel, anything you noticed, and all those good things. Okay, you guys have an amazing Valentine's Day. All right, bye.